Hey there, I'm Drew Birston and I play bass with Sultans of String. I'm super excited to share with you today a little bit of info about this instrument right here, the ukulele. It's a very small and powerful instrument, and it's a great vehicle to learn about the three building blocks of music: rhythm, melody, and harmony. So I want to give you a little brief history on the instrument. I'm going to give you a little tour of the ukuleles that I have here with me today. And at the end, I want to give you a short, quick lesson, teach you 3 chords. And whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, I want you to be able to walk away today with a few little things in your pocket to continue on your studies on the ukulele. Okay? So a little bit about the history of this instrument. It's from the guitar family, and the guitar classical nylon string 6-string dates back to the 16th century and would have been called guitarra in Spain. Now, if you move over to Portugal, they were working on a few small guitars of their own. One was the machete, and the other one was a cavaquinho. Now, when they went to work in the sugarcane fields in Hawaii, the Portuguese immigrants brought with them their machetes, cavaquinhos, and their music and culture, and shared it with the Hawaiians. And guess what? The Hawaiians really loved the instrument and they made it their own. They added their own rhythms, harmonies, and melodies, and became very popular and took off really around the world. So that's a little bit about the history of the ukulele. And I'd like to give you a little bit of a tour of the ones I have here today. This one is a soprano. It's the smallest one in the family, and I've got it in Canadian tuning. And it's a D tuning with a low A, and that lends itself well when we get into playing melodies. This is a little melody, Japanese melody called sukiyaki. And if you go over to Brazil, they maintain the same name of their small guitar, the cavaquinho from the Portuguese, and it's a staple in their samba and choro sounds. And this is a bit of what that sounds like. So that's the soprano ukulele. And now moving on to the concert ukulele, I've got one right here. This is a great one, a bit longer scale, bit bigger body. And if you've got slightly bigger hands, it's a nice one. And I recommend that you try them all out. See what one feels comfortable for you. And they're all similar tuning and transferable. So try different ones out if you can. This one has a really nice sound. It reminds me a bit of a huela from the Mexican mariachi sound. So I'll give you a little demo. So that's the concert ukulele. Moving on to the tenor ukulele, it's there again a little bit bigger, and it has the same tuning as the concert and the soprano. And it's a really cool instrument, and I've got a pick here. You can get kind of a tres sound that you might hear in Cuban music. So that's the tenor ukulele. Now, the last one in the family is the baritone, and it's the biggest one. And there's something really cool about this one that I'd like to share. It's got similar tuning, but it shares something very cool with the guitar. It has the same top 4 strings. So we've got E, B, G, and D. And now that are the same notes as the first 4 strings on the guitar. So this one really transfers nicely over and has a bit of a deeper, rich sound, and is nice for songs like this. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, somebody to lean on. So there you go. There's the ukulele family, from the soprano all the way up to the baritone. And I'd like to move on and give you a little bit of a quick lesson and cover a few bases. actually, I'm going to grab the tenor here. And I want to show you something that comes in really handy. I've got a clip-on tuner for my ukulele. And the strings on the standard ukulele C tuning are first string is an A, second string is E, third string is middle C, and then a cool thing, the fourth string is actually a high G, so it goes up an octave, and that's called reentrant tuning, similar to what you might hear on a banjo. So I lock in my tuning, match it up with the tuner here. And a little tip about the tuning is if you come from underneath the note, that helps retain the tension on the tuning peg. So you can go around the strings, and I'm going to put a link for a tuning video, some cool players, and also a PDF of some cool chords, and also 1 and 2 chord songs that you can add to your songbook. So that's tuning the ukulele. Now, I'd like to show you a few basic chords. Now, the cool thing is with a few basic chords, you can play a lot of songs. And I'm going to show you one of the most popular chords on the ukulele is C major. So I want you to take your third finger on your left hand, and I want you to put it on the 3rd fret on our 1st string. And now it's a very easy chord. Just strum with your thumb like that, and you played your 1st chord, the C major. Okay, so moving on to our F chord, what I want you to do is take your 2nd finger, place it on the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and that's on our A note. And we're going to just go up the strings here. Next string will be open, the C. 1st finger we're going to place on the 2nd string on the F. And then the top string A stays open, and there's our F chord, okay? Now, one more chord to unlock the 1-4-5 trio of chords, and you can play a million songs, okay? So here we go. This one's really easy to finger. It's going to have an open G on the bottom for our G chord, and then we're going to move up to a D, and then a B, and then, oh, actually, pardon me. We've got G, D, and then another D, and then a B on top. So there's our G chord, okay? So I want to teach you a little song that's very easy. I'm going to walk you through it, and then we can kind of sing it here, okay? So you might recognize it. It's Happy Birthday. All right, so I'm going to show you Happy Birthday in C. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. So just to go a bit slower through it, I'm going to sing it through. Happy C to G, happy G to C, happy C down to F, happy C, G, C. So there you go. There's Happy Birthday. You can sing that with friends and family. And I'd like to show you another one. And the cool thing with chord progressions, you can take the same 3 chords, mix them up in order, and you get a different song. And here's the chords to Lean on Me, all right? So, lean on me when you're not F, and I'll be your C. I'll help you G. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna leave you. We'll just play this together, and I'll show you how we do it. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend, and I'll help you carry on. So there you go, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this little lesson, that you can come away with a little knowledge and a few new chords on the ukulele. I wish you all the best in the music, and enjoy your day. Thank you.